They say you see your life flash before your eyes when you're dying. That's a lie. You see the faces of everyone who put you there. My hand trembles against the bloodied sheets, pale as moonlight. Rain hammers the broken window above me, each drop feeling like a countdown. I'm on the floor of this abandoned cabin, heavily pregnant, drenched in rain and sweat. My lips are turning blue. I can feel it. Dark veins crawl up my neck like poison ivy, burning under my skin. My baby? Please, someone, save my baby. My voice barely makes it past my throat. The ceiling spins above me. 6 hours ago, I was Luna of the Blood Moon Pack. Now I'm dying in a ditch with wolfsbane in my veins and my mate's betrayal carved into my soul. 6 hours earlier, I was standing in our pack house, one hand on my swollen belly, the other clutching the ultrasound photo. Twins. I was going to tell Marcus at dinner. I'd spent all afternoon cooking his favorite roasted venison, wearing the blue dress he once said made my eyes sparkle like sapphires. My heart was so full I thought it might burst. I walked into our bedroom, ready to surprise him. Marcus was already there, with Celine. The pack's new healer, all silver hair and sharp green eyes, wrapped around my mate like a second skin. Everything stopped. My heart, my breath, time itself. Marcus didn't even flinch when he saw me. He just looked at me with those gray eyes that used to hold so much warmth, now cold as winter stone. We need to talk. 3 words. That's all it took for my entire world to crack down the middle. Celine smiled at me. Actually smiled. Then she slid off our bed with deliberate slowness, adjusting her dress like she had all the time in the world. She walked past me, so close I could smell Marcus on her skin, and trailed her fingers along the doorframe. I'll give you 2 privacy. For now. The door clicked shut behind her. I couldn't move. Couldn't think. The ultrasound photo crumpled in my fist. Marcus, what is this? He poured himself a drink instead of answering. Whiskey. The expensive kind he saves for victories. He took a long sip, ice clinking against crystal, and finally met my eyes. I, Marcus Flint, Alpha of the Blood Moon Pack, reject you, Arya Thorne, as my mate and Luna. The mate bond didn't just break. It exploded. I gasped, my knees buckling as pain tore through my chest like silver claws shredding my heart. It felt like my soul was being ripped in half, burned alive, drowned all at once. My wolf howled inside me, a sound of pure agony that no one else could hear. No, Marcus, please. I reached for him, desperate, needing him to take it back, to tell me this was some cruel joke. But he stepped back like I was diseased. Like touching me would contaminate him. You're weak, Arya. You've always been weak. His voice was so calm, so matter-of-fact, like he was commenting on the weather. I need a Luna who can stand beside me in battle, not someone who flinches at every pack dispute. Celine understands power. You understand poetry and flower gardens. Each word was a dagger. Tears poured down my face. I couldn't stop them. I'm pregnant, Marcus. I'm carrying your children. Twins. For just 1 second, 1 heartbeat, something flickered behind his eyes. Regret? Doubt? The man I'd fallen in love with 3 years ago? Then Celine's voice drifted through the door, sweet as poisoned honey. Marcus, darling, are you finished yet? And whatever humanity was left in him died. Get rid of it, he said flatly. I don't want weak offspring. The room tilted. What? He nodded toward the corner. 2 pack warriors stepped out of the shadows. I hadn't even noticed them standing there. Waiting. Like this was planned. Like I was nothing more than garbage to be disposed of. Take her to the border. Make sure she doesn't come back. I fought. God, I fought with everything I had. But the first dart hit my neck before I could even shift. Wolfsbane. My wolf whimpered and retreated deep inside me, unable to surface, unable to heal, unable to protect our babies. Another dart hit my shoulder. My thigh. The room spun into darkness. When I woke, they were dragging me through the packlands. My packlands. The place I'd called home since I was 18, since Marcus found me at a territory negotiation and swore I was his fated mate. Pack members lined the path. I saw their faces. Some whispered behind their hands. Most turned away, pretending not to see their Luna being dragged through the mud like a criminal. No one helped. Not Sarah, who I'd helped deliver her first baby. Not Thomas, whose son I'd tutored in reading. Not even Elder Morrison, who'd blessed our mating ceremony and called me daughter. They threw me past the border like trash. I hit the ground hard, my pregnant belly slamming against rock. Pain exploded through me. Please, I begged, tasting blood. Please, I'll leave. I'll never come back. Just let me get help for my babies. The lead warrior, Garrett, who I'd known since childhood, looked down at me with empty eyes. Alpha's orders. He pulled out a syringe. Silver liquid glinted in the fading sunlight. Concentrated wolfsbane. No. I know. He jammed it into my arm. Fire. Pure fire raced through my veins. My wolf screamed, dying inside me. My babies, oh God, my babies. I ran. I don't know how, but I ran. Stumbling, falling, crawling through the forest as the poison ate me alive from the inside out. Rain started pouring, washing away my scent, my blood, any trace that I'd ever existed. I found this cabin just as the contraction started. Too early. Way too early. I'm only 7 months along. Now I'm here on this filthy floor, feeling my babies trying to come into a world that's already killed them. The poison is in them too. I can feel it. My vision darkens at the edges. Each breath is harder than the last. I failed them. I failed my babies before they even had a chance to live. I'm sorry, I whisper into the darkness. I'm so sorry, my loves. Mommy couldn't protect you. The door crashes open. Rain pours in. A massive silhouette fills the doorway, backlit by lightning. I can't see his face, but I feel his power. It presses against the cabin like a living thing, making the walls tremble. An alpha. A strong one. Have Marcus's warriors come back to finish the job? The figure steps inside, and lightning flashes again. I see him now. He's huge. Easily 6'5", broad shoulders, dark hair plastered to his face by rain. But it's his eyes that pin me to the floor. Gold. Pure molten gold, glowing in the darkness. And they're fixed on me with an intensity that steals what little breath I have left. He crosses the cabin in 3 strides and drops to his knees beside me. His hand hovers over my belly, and I feel warmth. Actual warmth, pushing back against the icy poison in my veins. Who did this to you? His voice is deep, resonating in my bones. Rage simmers underneath every word. I try to answer, but another contraction tears through me. I scream. His jaw clenches. Hold on. Just hold on. He bites his wrist, and I smell it. Blood. Rich, powerful alpha blood. Drink, he commands, pressing his wrist to my lips. It'll counteract the wolfsbane. Drink, little wolf. I'm too weak to fight. His blood touches my tongue, and it's like lightning in liquid form. Power floods through me, battling the poison, giving my dying wolf something to hold onto. The dark veins on my neck start to recede. That's it, he murmurs, one hand cradling my head, the other on my belly. Fight. I've got you now. My babies, I gasp between sips. Please, save my babies. His golden eyes meet mine, and I see something there that Marcus never gave me. A promise. I'm not letting any of you die tonight. Another contraction. Stronger. My water breaks, blood and fluid soaking the floor. No, it's too soon. Look at me. He grips my face gently, forcing me to focus on those impossible gold eyes. What's your name? Aria. I'm Damon. And I'm the Alpha King of the Northern Territories. His thumb brushes my cheek. You're under my protection now. Do you understand? No one touches what's mine. I don't understand anything. I don't understand why an Alpha King is in this abandoned cabin, why he's helping me, why his blood is saving my life. But another contraction hits and understanding doesn't matter. Only surviving does. I need to push, I cry out. Then push. His voice is steady, unshakable. I'll catch them. And in that moment, dying on the floor of a broken cabin, rejected and poisoned and bleeding, I do something insane. I trust him. I push. I push with everything I have left. The pain is blinding, tearing me apart from the inside. Damon's hands are steady, confident, like he's done this 1,000 times. That's it, Arya. You're doing perfectly. One more push. I scream, my voice raw and broken, and then a cry. Tiny. Weak. But alive. A girl, Damon says softly, wonder bleeding into his voice. He wraps her in his jacket, this massive leather thing that swallows her completely. She's breathing. She's perfect. Tears stream down my face. Let me see her, please. Not yet. There's another one coming. Focus on me, Arya. Stay with me. Another contraction builds, faster than the first. My body is giving out. I can feel it shutting down, even with his blood in my system. I can't do this again. Yes, you can. His golden eyes lock onto mine, and there's something fierce there, something that won't let me quit. You didn't survive poison and betrayal just to give up now. Push. I push. God help me, I push until I'm sure I'm dying. Until the world goes white with agony. Another cry joins the first. A boy, Damon breathes. Strong lungs on this one. He works quickly, efficiently, wrapping my son in his shirt now, his chest bare and covered in rain and my blood. He doesn't seem to care. He places both babies on my chest, their tiny bodies warm against my skin. They're so small. Too small. But they're breathing. Fighting. Just like their mother. My babies, I sob, touching their tiny faces with trembling fingers. My daughter has a small patch of dark hair. My son is completely bald, his face scrunched up in fury at the world. You're here. You're really here. Damon's hand covers mine, steady and warm. They need a hospital. You need a hospital. Can you shift? I shake my head. The wolf's bane. My wolf is too weak. Then hold them tight. Before I can ask what he means, he scoops all 3 of us into his arms like we weigh nothing. The babies nestle against my chest, and I hold them with what little strength I have left. Wait, I gasp. Why are you helping us? You don't even know me. He looks down at me, and something passes across his face. Something I can't read. I know enough. He carries us out into the rain. A black SUV is parked outside, engine running. He places us in the back seat with a gentleness that contradicts his massive frame. Drive, he barks to someone in the front seat. Northern Medical. Emergency entrance. Call ahead and tell them Alpha King Damon is bringing in a mother and newborn twins. Wolfsbane poisoning. The car lurches forward. I drift in and out of consciousness as we speed through the night. Damon's voice anchors me every time I start to slip away. Stay awake, Arya. Tell me about them. Have you named them? No, I whisper. I didn't think we'd make it. You made it. So name them. I look down at my daughter, so tiny and fragile. Luna. Her name is Luna. And your son. My son. Marcus's son. The child his father ordered dead. Ash, I say firmly. Because he rose from the ashes of everything that tried to destroy him. Damon's hand finds mine in the darkness. Luna and Ash. Strong names for strong wolves. The hospital is chaos. Doctors and nurses swarm us the moment we arrive. They try to take my babies, and I snarl, my weak wolf surging forward to protect them. Ma'am, we need to examine them. No one touches my children. Arya. Damon's voice cuts through my panic. They're trying to help. Let them help. I don't want to. Every instinct screams at me to hold on to them, to never let go. But Luna's breathing is too shallow, and Ash's tiny body is too cold. I release them. They rush my babies away, and I try to follow, but my legs give out. Damon catches me before I hit the floor. I need to be with them. You need treatment first. You're still dying, little wolf. He carries me to a room where more doctors wait. They hook me up to IVs, pump me full of anti-venom and healing serums. My wolf stirs weakly inside me, trying to knit my torn body back together. Through it all, Damon stays. He doesn't leave. Doesn't even sit down. He stands guard at my door like a sentinel. I must drift off, because when I open my eyes again, dawn light streams through the window. My body aches, but the pain is manageable now. Healable. I sit up too fast, panic slamming into me. My babies? They're alive. I turn to find Damon in a chair beside my bed. He looks exhausted, dark circles under his eyes, still shirtless and covered in dried blood. My blood. Both of them. My voice cracks. Both of them. Luna needed oxygen support, and Ash had some wolfsbane in his system, but they're fighters. The doctors say they'll make a full recovery. I collapse back against the pillows, relief making me dizzy. Thank you. Thank you, I don't know how to. Don't. He leans forward, elbows on his knees. Don't thank me for doing what any decent person should do. You're not just any person. You're an alpha king. You could have left us there. No. His golden eyes bore into mine. I couldn't have. There's weight in those words. Meaning I don't understand. Before I can ask, a knock at the door. A nurse enters, smiling warmly. Good morning, Luna Aria. The babies are asking for you. Luna. She called me Luna. I'm not. She'll be right there. Damon interrupts smoothly. The nurse nods and leaves. I stare at him. Why did she call me that? Because that's what I told them you are. He stands, towering over the bed. As far as this hospital and everyone in the Northern Territories knows, you're under my direct protection. That makes you untouchable. But I'm not your... No, he agrees. You're not. Not yet. Not yet? He walks to the door, pauses. When you're ready, I want to hear the whole story. Who did this to you? Why? Everything. And then what? His smile is cold enough to freeze blood. And then I'm going to make them wish they'd never been born. 3 days later, I'm strong enough to hold both babies at once. Luna and Ash are doing better, gaining weight, their tiny bodies fighting off the last traces of poison. I'm in the private recovery suite Damon arranged for us. It's bigger than the entire cabin where they were born, with a view of snow-capped mountains and a forest that stretches to the horizon. The Northern Territories. I'm in Alpha King Damon's lands now, hundreds of miles from Blood Moon Pack. There's a knock. Damon enters without waiting for permission, carrying a tray of food. You need to eat, he says, setting it on the table beside me. You're still healing. I'm fine. You're not. You've lost 20 pounds, your wolf is barely functional, and you flinch every time someone opens a door. His voice is hard. That's not fine. I look down at Luna sleeping in my arms. He's right. I know he's right. Eat, he says, softer now. Please. I shift Luna carefully and pick up a piece of toast. It tastes like cardboard, but I force it down. Damon settles into the chair across from me, watching me with those intense golden eyes. Tell me, he says quietly. Tell me what happened. So I do. I tell him everything. Marcus and Celine. The rejection. The poison. Being dragged through my own pack while everyone watched. The cabin. All of it. By the time I finish, my voice is hoarse and tears are streaming down my face again. Damon hasn't moved. Hasn't interrupted. But his hands are clenched on the armrests so tight the wood is cracking. Marcus Flint, he says, each word carefully controlled. The same Marcus Flint who came to my territory last year begging for a trade agreement? I nod. The same Marcus Flint who swore on his pack's honor that he was a fair and just alpha? Another nod. Damon laughs, but there's no humor in it. Interesting. He pulls out his phone, makes a call. Cancel all agreements with Blood Moon Pack. Effective immediately. I don't care what contracts say, find a way. He hangs up, makes another call. It's me. Remember that favor you owe me? I'm calling it in. I need surveillance on Blood Moon Pack territory. Everything. Pack movements, supply routes, financial records. Everything. He ends the call and looks at me. What are you doing? I whisper. Preparing. For what? War. He says it so simply, like he's discussing the weather. Marcus Flint tried to murder a pregnant woman and her unborn children. That's not just criminal, it's an abomination. And he did it in territory that borders mine, which makes it my business. You can't go to war over me. You don't even know me. I know enough. There it is again. That phrase. I know you're strong. I know you're a survivor. I know you protected your children with your last breath. He leans forward. And I know that the moment I saw you dying on that cabin floor, something in me recognized something in you. My heart stutters. What are you saying? I'm saying that I didn't find you by accident, Arya. I was patrolling my borders, and my wolf went insane. Dragged me through a storm straight to that cabin. To you. No. No, he can't mean. We're mates, he says quietly. True mates. The moment I scented you, even covered in blood and poison, I knew. The room spins. That's impossible. I was mated to Marcus. The bond. He rejected you. He severed that bond. Damon's voice is gentle now. You're free, Arya. And the bond you had with him was nothing compared to this. I feel it then. That pull. That warmth in my chest that I thought was just gratitude. It's been growing stronger every day, every hour he's spent by my side. The mate bond. I can't, I whisper. I can't go through this again. I can't trust another alpha with my heart. I'm not asking you to. He stands, crosses to me, kneels beside my chair so we're eye level. I'm not Marcus. I won't rush you. I won't demand anything from you. But I am going to protect you. I am going to make sure you and your children are safe. And I am going to destroy everyone who hurt you. Why? Because you're mine. His hand cups my cheek, and I feel the sparks. The electric connection that true mates share. And I protect what's mine. Luna stirs in my arms, making a tiny sound. Damon's eyes soften immediately, and he reaches out carefully, running one finger along her tiny hand. She grabs onto it, holding tight. She likes you, I murmur. Good. Because I'm planning to be around for a long time. 2 weeks pass. I heal. My wolf comes back stronger, fueled by Damon's proximity and the mate bond growing between us. Luna and Ash thrive, growing more active every day. Damon is everything Marcus wasn't. He's patient. He brings me breakfast every morning. He holds the babies while I shower. He sits with me during their midnight feedings, keeping me company, telling me stories about his pack. He doesn't push, doesn't demand, doesn't expect anything. He just stays. And slowly, carefully, I start to trust again. But I also start to get angry. Marcus tried to kill me, kill my children. And he's still out there, probably sleeping peacefully in the bed we used to share, with Celine wrapped around him. One night, I find Damon in his office, surrounded by papers and files. Tell me you found something, I say. He looks up, surprised to see me. You should be resting. I'm done resting. I want to know what you've learned. He studies me for a long moment, then gestures to a chair. I sit. Marcus is in debt. Serious debt. His pack is failing financially, bad investments, poor leadership. He's been borrowing from other packs for years. So he's desperate. Very. And Celine isn't just a healer. Damon slides a photo across the desk. She's the daughter of Alpha Crane from the Western Packs. One of the wealthiest families in the region. Understanding dawns. He rejected me for her money. Her father's money, specifically. Crane offered Marcus a massive loan in exchange for a mating alliance with his daughter. Damon's jaw clenches. You were collateral damage. The anger burns hotter. And my children? Would have complicated the narrative. Marcus needed to present himself as unmated, available. Your pregnancy was inconvenient. Inconvenient. My babies' lives were inconvenient. I want him to pay, I say quietly. I want them all to pay. They will. Damon's eyes gleam gold. I promise you that. How? He smiles, and it's predatory. How do you feel about making a public appearance? The Northern Territory's annual Alpha Summit. Every pack within 500 miles attends. It's a show of strength, a networking opportunity, a chance for alphas to posture and make deals. And this year, Alpha Marcus Flint of Blood Moon Pack will be there. I stand in front of the mirror, barely recognizing myself. The woman staring back is nothing like the broken, poisoned creature from the cabin. She's wearing a deep emerald dress that hugs her curves, her dark hair cascading in waves down her back. Her eyes, my eyes, are bright and fierce. I look like a Luna. Ready? Damon appears in the doorway, devastating in a black suit. The mate bond hums between us, stronger every day. We haven't completed it. Haven't marked each other. But it's there, undeniable and powerful. What if I see him and fall apart? You won't. He crosses to me, taking my hands. You're the strongest person I know, Arya. You survived what would have killed most wolves. You're not falling apart. And if I want to rip his throat out, get in line. I laughed despite myself. The babies are with my most trusted guards and the pack doctor. They're safe. I promise. I take a deep breath. Okay, let's go destroy my ex-mate. The summit is held in a massive convention center, wolves from dozens of packs mingling, drinking, making alliances. The air is thick with power and politics. Every head turns when we enter. Damon, because he's the Alpha King, the most powerful wolf in the region. And me, because I'm on his arm. Whispers follow us like a wave. Who is she? Is that the Alpha King's mate? I've never seen her before. Damon's hand is steady on my lower back as we move through the crowd. His beta, a tall man named Garrett, materializes beside us. Not the same Garrett who poisoned me. This Garrett has kind eyes. They're here, he murmurs to Damon. North corner. Marcus and his companion. My heart pounds. I want to see them. Damon's hand tightens on my waist. Are you sure? I'm sure. We turn. And there he is. Marcus. He looks exactly the same. Tall, broad-shouldered, dark hair perfectly styled. He's wearing an expensive suit, laughing at something the wolf beside him said. Celine is wrapped around his arm, dripping in jewels, her silver hair piled elegantly on her head. They look happy. Content. Like they didn't try to murder me 3 weeks ago. The rage that floods through me is white-hot and consuming. My wolf snarls, pushing at my skin, demanding blood. Breathe, Damon whispers in my ear. We do this smart, not emotional. He's right. I know he's right. But then Marcus sees us. His eyes lock onto Damon first, recognition, then confusion. They're not friends, but they know each other. Alpha politics. Then his gaze slides to me. And I watch the blood drain from his face. It's delicious. Alpha Damon. Marcus recovers quickly, his politician smile sliding into place. But I can see the panic in his eyes. I didn't expect to see you here personally. Usually you send your beta to these things. I had a special reason to attend this year, Damon says smoothly. His hand moves from my waist to my shoulder, a possessive, protective gesture. I wanted to introduce everyone to my mate. The silence that falls over our section of the room is deafening. Marcus's smile freezes. Celine's eyes widen. Your mate? Marcus's voice is strangled. Yes. Damon's smile is all teeth. Surely you remember Arya? Though I suppose last time you saw her, you were having her poisoned and left for dead. Gasps ripple through the crowd. Wolves nearby stop pretending not to listen and openly stare now. Marcus's face goes from white to red. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never seen this woman before in my life. The lie is so blatant, so absurd, that I actually laugh. The sound makes him flinch. Really? I step forward, out of Damon's protective hold. My voice carries, clear and strong. You don't remember your mate of 3 years? The woman you rejected 4 weeks ago? The woman you had poisoned with wolfsbane while she was pregnant with your twins? More gasps. Celine's face goes pale. You're insane, Marcus hisses. I've never mated anyone. I would never. You rejected me in our bedroom, I continue, my voice growing stronger with every word. You had your warriors drag me past the border. You had Garrett inject me with concentrated wolfsbane. You told him to make sure I didn't come back. I step closer. He actually backs up. And then you left me to die. Me and your children. She's lying. Celine shrieks. She's obviously some obsessed woman trying to trap you, Marcus. You've never even met her. Oh, I've met him. I turn to face the crowd now, addressing all the alphas watching this drama unfold. I was Luna of Blood Moon Pack for 3 years. Ask any of his pack members. They'll tell you. They watched him reject me. They watched his warriors drag me away. Where are these supposed children then? Marcus demands, trying to regain control. If this fantasy of yours is true, where are the twins you claim are mine? Safe, Damon says coldly. Far away from you. Convenient. Marcus's confidence is returning. He thinks he can spin this. No proof. Just the word of an obvious stranger and wild accusations. I have proof, I say quietly. I reach into my clutch and pull out the ultrasound photo. The one I was holding when I found him with Celine. It's bloodstained now, crumpled, but the date is visible. For weeks ago. And Marcus's name is on it. Dr. Renfield, Blood Moon Pack Healer. I hold it up for everyone to see. Marcus's face drains of color again. Shall we call Dr. Renfield? Damon suggests pleasantly. I'm sure he'd love to explain how he conducted this ultrasound for Luna Aria of Blood Moon Pack. How he congratulated Alpha Marcus on becoming a father. This proves nothing, Marcus insists, but his voice wavers. Then there's this. Damon nods to his beta. Garrett pulls out a tablet, taps a few buttons. A projector screen descends from the ceiling. Security footage plays. It's from the Blood Moon Pack border. For weeks ago. Rain pouring down. 2 warriors drag a heavily pregnant woman, me, past the boundary markers. I'm fighting, screaming. One of them pulls out a syringe. I inject her. She collapses. They walk away, leaving her in the mud. The footage is grainy but unmistakable. The room erupts. You attempted to murder your pregnant mate? This is barbaric. Someone call the council. Marcus is shaking his head, backing away. That footage is doctored, it's fake. The footage came from your own security system, Damon says pleasantly. My tech team pulled it 3 days ago. Time-stamped, verified, completely authentic. Why would I do that? Why would I possibly? Money. I say it loud enough for everyone to hear. You rejected me to mate Celine for her father's money. My pregnancy was inconvenient. So you got rid of me. Celine makes a strangled sound. She's trying to back away now too, realizing this is all crumbling. Is this true, Alpha Crane? One of the other alphas, an older man with gray hair, steps forward. Did you arrange a mating alliance between your daughter and Marcus Flint? Alpha Crane, I recognize him now from the photos Damon showed me, looks like he wants to disappear into the floor. We discussed. It was a business arrangement. And part of that arrangement involved disposing of his current mate? The gray-haired alpha's voice is sharp with disgust. And his unborn children. I didn't know about that. Crane insists. Celine told me he was unmated. That he was free. He lied to you then, Damon says. Just like he's lying now. Marcus is trapped. Cornered. Everyone is staring at him with horror and disgust. She's weak, he suddenly shouts, and there it is. The real Marcus breaking through. She was a terrible Luna. Soft and pathetic. I needed someone strong. Someone who could help me lead. The room goes silent. He just confessed. To all of it. So you admit it, I say softly. You rejected me. Tried to kill me. Marcus seems to realize what he's done. He opens his mouth, closes it. He looks around desperately. I had the right. She was my mate. I can reject whoever I want. Rejection is legal, the gray-haired alpha says coldly. Attempted murder is not. Especially not of pregnant women and unborn children. I want him arrested. Damon's voice cuts through the chaos like a knife. By order of the Alpha King, I'm calling for Marcus Flint to be detained pending an official council investigation into attempted murder, maid abuse, and endangerment of children. For massive wolves, council enforcers, appear from the edges of the room. Marcus tries to run. He doesn't make it 3 steps before they have him restrained. This isn't over, he screams as they drag him away. You can't do this. I'm an alpha. You're a criminal, Damon says flatly. And you're done. Celine tries to slip away in the chaos, but I'm faster. I catch her arm, spin her around to face me. Was it worth it? I ask quietly. Helping him murder me? Was his money worth it? I didn't know, she whispers, tears streaming down her face. I swear I didn't know he was going to. You knew I was pregnant. You were there when he rejected me. My grip tightens. You smiled at me. I'm sorry, she sobs. I'm so sorry, I didn't think he would actually. You didn't think. You didn't care. I lean in close. But you're going to. Because Damon isn't the only one who wants justice. The council is going to investigate this, and when they do, they're going to find out exactly what role you played. I release her, and she crumples to the floor, sobbing. Alpha Crane is arguing with the council enforcers, trying to distance himself from the whole situation. And me? I turn to find Damon watching me with something like pride in his eyes. "How do you feel?" he asks. I take a shaky breath, like I can breathe for the first time in weeks. He pulls me into his arms, and I let myself lean into his strength. "It's not over," I murmur against his chest. "The council investigation could take months." "It won't. I'm expediting it." His hand runs through my hair. "Marcus will pay for what he did. I promise you." "And Blood Moon Pack?" "Leaderless now. The council will assign a temporary alpha until this is sorted out." He pulls back to look at me. "Your former pack members. Do you want to see them?" I think about Sarah, Thomas, Elder Morrison. All the people who watched me be dragged away. "No," I say finally. "They made their choice. I've made mine." The council investigation takes 3 weeks, not months. They interview every member of Blood Moon Pack, examine the security footage, review Dr. Renfield's medical records. He confirms everything, practically tripping over himself to cooperate and avoid charges as an accessory. The 2 warriors who dragged me to the border confess in exchange for lighter sentences. Even Celine testifies, trying to save herself. It all points to Marcus. Premeditated attempted murder of a mate and her unborn children. The sentence is handed down on a cold Tuesday morning. Life imprisonment in the council's maximum security facility for supernatural criminals. No possibility of parole. Damon tells me the news while I'm feeding Luna and Ash in the nursery he had built in our home. "It's over," he says quietly. "Marcus will never hurt you again." I should feel triumphant, victorious. Instead, I just feel tired. I don't feel better, I admit. I thought I would, but I don't. Justice doesn't always feel the way we think it will. Damon sits beside me, running his finger along Ash's tiny palm. But it matters. He can't hurt anyone else now. And the pack. The council assigned a new alpha. Someone fair. They're rebuilding. I nod slowly. Luna finishes eating and lets out a tiny burp. I can't help but smile. These babies. My babies. They're alive and healthy and safe. That's what matters. Arya. Damon's voice is serious now. "I need to tell you something." My heart clenches. "What?" "The mate bond between us. It's getting stronger every day." He takes my free hand. "I can feel what you feel. Your pain, your joy, your fear. And I know you can feel me too." I can. God help me, I can. Every emotion, every thought. The bond is weaving us together. "I'm not going to pressure you," he continues. "But I need you to know that this is real for me. You're real for me. Not because of some cosmic bond, but because of who you are. How strong you are. How fiercely you love your children." Tears prick my eyes. "I'm falling in love with you, Arya. I probably already have fallen. And I know you're not ready. I know Marcus broke something in you. But when you are ready, if you're ever ready, I'll be here." I look at this man. This Alpha King who found me dying and refused to let me go. Who protected me, who fought for me, who destroyed my enemies without asking for anything in return. Marcus never looked at me the way Damon does. Like I'm precious. Like I matter. "I'm scared," I whisper. "I know. What if I'm broken? What if I can't?" "You're not broken. You're healing." He cups my face gently. "And I'll wait as long as you need." Luna makes a sound, drawing our attention. She's watching us with those bright eyes, so alert for someone so tiny. Ash is already asleep, milk-drunk and peaceful. "They deserve a father," I say quietly. "A real one. They have a mother who would die for them. That's more than enough." Damon's thumb brushes my cheek. "But if you'll let me, I'd like to be their father too. Not because of biology, but because I choose them. I choose you." And just like that, the last wall around my heart crumbles. "I'm not ready to complete the bond," I say carefully. "Not yet. But I'm ready to try. To see where this goes." His smile could light up the whole world. "That's all I'm asking." He leans in slowly, giving me time to pull away. But I don't. Our lips meet, and it's nothing like kissing Marcus. This is fire and lightning and coming home all at once. The mate bond sings between us, golden and bright. When we pull apart, we're both breathing hard. "Wow," I breathe. "Yeah." He rests his forehead against mine. "Wow." Luna starts fussing, breaking the moment. I laugh and adjust her in my arms. Jealous already? I coo at her. You're going to be a handful. She gets it from her mother, Damon says. I swat his arm, but I'm smiling. For the first time in months, I'm actually smiling. 6 months later. I'm standing in Damon's office, our office now, reviewing pack finances. I've taken on the role of Luna officially, helping manage the Northern Territories. Turns out, I'm good at this. Really good. All those years Marcus told me I was weak? He was wrong. I'm not soft. I'm kind. There's a difference. And kindness, I've learned, can be a strength. The pack loves Luna Aria. They respect her. The children adore her, and why wouldn't they? She remembers all their names, helps with their homework, organizes community events. She's everything a Luna should be. And she's me. There's a knock at the door. Come in. Elder Morrison enters. Yes, that Elder Morrison. From Blood Moon Pack. After Marcus's imprisonment, several pack members reached out to me, apologizing, begging forgiveness. Most of them I ignored. But Morrison, he's been different. He explained that he tried to speak up, tried to stop what was happening. Marcus had him arrested, threatened his family. He was weak. He admits it. But he's trying to make amends. Luna Aria, he says respectfully. I have news from Blood Moon Territory. What is it? The new Alpha Chin, he's doing well. The pack is recovering financially. And he hesitates. Sarah had her baby. A girl. She named her Aria. My breath catches. She wanted me to tell you that she's sorry. That she thinks of you every day. That she hopes someday you can forgive her. Can I? I don't know. But holding on to anger has never served me. Tell her. I pause, choosing my words carefully. Tell her I'm glad she's well. That I wish her and her daughter all the happiness in the world. Morrison nods, understanding what I'm not saying. Forgiveness, maybe. Eventually. But not now. He leaves, and I'm alone with my thoughts for about 30 seconds before 2 tiny tornadoes come barreling into the room. Luna and Ash, 6 months old now, crawling at lightning speed. They're ahead of normal development. Alpha blood will do that. Luna babbles, pulling herself up on my leg. Ash is right behind her, not about to be outdone by his sister. I scoop them both up, covering their faces in kisses. They shriek with laughter. What are you two doing out of the nursery? Where's? Damon appears in the doorway, looking harried. They're too fast. I turn my back for 1 second. I laugh. The mighty Alpha King, defeated by 6-month-old twins. In my defense, they're abnormally clever. He crosses to us, wrapping his arms around all 3 of us. Just like their mother. Luna grabs his face and Ash tries to eat his shirt. This is what happiness looks like. Not perfection. Not some fairy tale. Just this. Our chaotic, beautiful, imperfect family. I love you, I say suddenly. Damon freezes. It's the first time I've said it out loud. Say that again, he breathes. I love you, Damon. All of you. Your strength, your patience, your terrible jokes. My jokes are excellent. Your terrible jokes, I repeat firmly. I love how you're with the twins. How you've never once treated them as anything less than your own. I love how you look at me like I hung the moon. You did, he says seriously. My whole world was dark before you. That's so cheesy. You love it. I do. God help me, I do. I'm ready, I whisper. To complete the bond. To be yours. Officially. His eyes flash gold. Are you sure? I've never been more sure of anything. He kisses me, deep and claiming, and the mate bond explodes between us. Golden light fills the room as our souls recognize each other, finally complete. When we pull apart, I can feel him in my chest. His heartbeat synced with mine. His emotions flooding through me, love, devotion, fierce protectiveness. And he can feel me. All of me. Mine, he growls softly. Yours, I agree. And you're mine. Luna claps her hands, delighted by the pretty lights. Ash just yawns, unimpressed. We both laugh. Come on, Damon says, herding us all toward the door. The pack is gathering for dinner. They'll want to celebrate. Celebrate what? They're Luna finally accepting her mate. He grins. It's going to be a party. And it is. The whole pack celebrates late into the night. Music, dancing, food, joy. I dance with Damon under the stars, the twins sleeping peacefully in their bassinets nearby, and I think about how far I've come. From dying on a cabin floor to this. Luna of the Northern Territories. Me to an alpha king. Mother to 2 perfect babies. Happy. Marcus tried to destroy me. He tried to break me. But I'm not broken. I'm reborn. Stronger, fiercer, more whole than I ever was with him. What are you thinking? Damon murmurs, pulling me closer. That I'm grateful. For what? For that storm. For you finding me. For every moment that led me here. I look up at him. I wouldn't change any of it. Even the pain. Because it brought me to you. He kisses my forehead, my cheeks, my lips. I would burn the world down for you, he says quietly. You know that, right? I know. I smile. But you don't have to. Because I'm not a victim anymore. I'm a survivor. And survivors don't need the world to burn. What do they need? I look around at the pack celebrating, at our children sleeping, at this life we're building. This, I say simply. Just this. And it's enough. More than enough. It's everything. The end. I want to say thank you for listening to this beautiful story. I'm Grace Mira, and every story you hear here is written by me, with the voices and images brought to life using AI. If you enjoyed this one, please subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps me create more lovely stories for you.